Sawasdee Welcome to the midday edition of NBT World Brief on NBT and NBT World. ยศมีสุรพันธ์เหล่าธารณาริศ Thailand's foreign minister has joined a global meeting on online fraud in Vienna, Austria, as countries step up cooperation to tackle transnational scam networks, causing billions of dollars in damage each year. The minister also thanked his counterparts from Kuwait and Jordan for assisting Thai nationals and facilitating their return home amid tensions in the Middle East. Foreign Minister Sihasak Phongketkaew attended the Global Anti-Scam Summit held in Vienna, Austria. In his plenary remarks, the Foreign Minister said modern security threats now extend beyond traditional conflicts to include transnational cybercrime networks. Online fraud is rapidly expanding, causing losses of more than $40 billion a year in East and Southeast Asia. Thailand has been directly affected and has helped rescue more than 13,200 trafficking victims from scam centers across over 40 countries since February 2025. Working with international partners, Thai authorities have also closed down more than 150,000 suspicious bank accounts, arrested key suspects, and rescued hundreds of victims. On the sidelines, the minister also held phone talks with Sheikh Jarrah Jaber Al Ahmad Al Sabah, Foreign Minister of Kuwait, and Ayman Safadi, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Jordan. The Foreign Minister thanked both countries for assisting Thai nationals and facilitating their return home amid tensions in the Middle East. Kuwait and Jordan reaffirmed their readiness to continue supporting Thai citizens and ensuring safe travel for those wishing to return to Thailand. Thailand has raised the diesel price cap to ease supply concerns while introducing measures to promote alternative diesel blends and stabilize the domestic energy market. The government has increased the diesel price cap to no more than 33 baht per liter, following the expiration of a 15-day price freeze on March 17th. Prices will be gradually adjusted, starting with a 50 stang increase from today. Deputy Prime Minister and Transport Minister Pipat Ratchakit Prakan said the government is promoting the use of B10 and B20 diesel to replace B7, particularly encouraging B20 in the heavy transport sector. The move is expected to boost domestic palm oil demand and support farmers' incomes.
ขณะนี้เรามีการประกาศราคาหน้าสถานีบริการในทุกโปรดักต์นะครับไม่ว่าจะเป็นเบนซิน E10 E20 หรือ E85 แล้วก็มี B7 นะครับว่าราคาหน้าสถานีบริการเท่าไหร่อะไรพวกนี้หลังจากนี้ก็จะมีการประกาศราคาเพิ่มขึ้นคือจะมีการประกาศราคาหน้าโรงกลั่นและหน้าคลังน้ำมันในอดีตบริษัทเหล่านี้หรืออุตสาหกรรมเหล่านี้เนี่ยซื้อผ่านจ็อบเบอร์โดยเฉพาะในไซต์งานของตัวเองก็จะมีแท้งสำหรับรับน้ำมันจากบริษัทที่มาส่งใส่ในแท้งแล้วเขาจ่ายน้ำมันให้กับรถของเขาเองในไซต์งานของเขาเองนะครับแต่เมื่อจ็อบเบอร์ไม่ขายน้ำมันให้กับภาคอุตสาหกรรมเหล่านี้มันก็เกิดความโกลาหลว่ารถไม่ว่าจะเป็นรถบรรทุกหรือรถอะไรก็แล้วแต่นะครับหรือภาคอุตสาหกรรมต่างๆก็จะต้องไปรวมกันซื้อน้ำมันจากสถานีบริการซึ่งพวกเราก็จะประสบปัญหาว่าเข้าไปเติมน้ำมันที่สถานีบริการไม่ว่ายี่ห้ออะไรนะฮะก็จะเกิดเหตุการณ์ว่าน้ำมันหมด
Energy Minister Attapon Rökpiboon said recent supply tensions were driven by public panic, which caused fuel demand to nearly double at times, disrupting logistics. The minister said the situation should ease if consumption returns to normal levels. Following the latest price adjustments, gasohol 95 will rise by 1 baht per liter, while E20 will drop by 79 stang, making it about 5 baht cheaper than gasohol 95. The energy minister added that Thailand has diversified crude oil imports beyond the Middle East, with reserves sufficient for about 101 days. Authorities are also improving fuel distribution by keeping depots open 24 hours and easing transport restrictions to address shortages in some areas. The Commerce Ministry is urging businesses to maintain prices of key goods as it steps up measures to ease the cost of living and manage the impact of rising energy and transport costs. Commerce Minister Suphaji Suthampan said the ministry is overseeing 59 controlled products, asking businesses to hold prices, especially in 6 groups affected by higher fuel and transport costs. The ministry is working with operators to roll out nationwide discount campaigns alongside blue flag programs in vulnerable areas to help reduce living expenses. On production costs, particularly of fertilizers, the Commerce Minister said current supplies are sufficient through May, with additional imports being arranged. If shortages occur, the ministry will seek new sources and introduce subsidies of up to 200 baht per sack, while promoting organic and biofertilizers to lower long-term costs for farmers. The minister added that price controls remain in place for 8 key categories, including instant noodles, canned food, milk powder, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and animal feed. Any price increases require approval from the Department of Internal Trade, and no requests have been submitted so far. For some daily consumer goods, such as detergents, shampoo, and dishwashing liquid, price adjustments can be made with prior notice, while monitored items like packaged rice, seasoning sauces, and fish sauce will be closely tracked, with continued cooperation sought from producers to maintain stable prices. As people adjust to rising energy costs, one ice cream vendor in Phang Nga province is finding a simple but effective way to cut fuel expenses by changing how and where she sells. Bupa Sawat Wong, a 58-year-old mobile ice cream vendor in Ban Tak Dat, Mueang district of Phang Nga, has adapted her business to cope with rising fuel costs. Instead of riding her motorcycle with a sidecar around different areas, she now chooses to stop at high-traffic locations with regular customers and tourists. In the morning, she sets up near the Phang Nga Wildlife Breeding Station, also known as the Bird Park. She later moves to a roadside gas station in Ban Tak Dat, and in the evening she sells at Kasom, a local pier in Takuat Thung district. This adjustment has significantly reduced her fuel use. With just 50 baht per refill, she can now operate for up to 2 days. After expenses, she still earns enough to make a living. Her approach highlights how small business owners can adapt to economic uncertainty and rising energy costs.
ก็ไม่ค่อยกังวลค่ะเพราะเราเป็นอะไรนอกเราไม่ใช้เยอะน้ำมันบางทีก็50บางทีก็100ประมาณ2วันค่ะก็ที่สวนสัตว์ตรงนู้นแล้วก็มาประมาณแล้วก็ปั๊มน้ำมันแล้วก็ไปบางทีก็ไปในวัดสุวรรณคูหาแล้วก็เลยไปที่กระทรวงสวนน้ำเด็กเล่นน่ายังอยู่ได้
Many countries across Asia roll out a range of measures to cope with a potential oil shortage following disruptions of global energy supplies linked to the Iran conflict. Several Asian countries are stepping up energy-saving measures after the Iran conflict disrupted global oil supplies. Nearly 90% of oil and gas shipments passing through the Strait of Hormuz are destined for Asia, making the region highly vulnerable to supply disruptions. In Sri Lanka, authorities have declared Wednesdays as public holidays to cut fuel use, while introducing a QR code system to ration fuel purchases. Myanmar has limited private vehicle use, allowing cars on alternate days based on license plate numbers. In Bangladesh, university holidays have been extended and rolling power cuts have been introduced to reduce energy consumption and traffic. The Philippines has ordered some government agencies to adopt work-from-home arrangements at least once a week, aiming to reduce energy use by 10 to 20%. In Vietnam, the Ministry of Industry and Trade is encouraging remote work and reduced private car use. Pakistan has implemented strict measures, including closing schools for 2 weeks and reducing the work week to 4 days. Meanwhile, Malaysia is considering energy-saving measures, including wider adoption of remote working in both public and private sectors. And that's all for our midday edition of NBT World Brief. You can stay updated with the latest developments right here on NBT and NBT World. For more stories, simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Have a nice day. สวัสดีครับ